Yes, you have to check out the views from this home.
It's pretty amazing. You can actually see the downtown Austin skyline from here.
Like, this to me is the definition of Texas Hill Country. I'm Shannon Mangin.
And I'm Tyler Mangin.
We're out in one of our favorite communities in the Lake Travis area, Sweetwater.
Yeah, Sweetwater is extra special to us because we've lived here for over 9 years, and we moved into the Sweetwater community just after we were married.
So we're going to be sharing all of our experiences and insights, both good and bad, of what it's like to call Sweetwater home. So when we first got married, we had a little apartment right next to the Pennybacker Bridge, and we loved that Westlake area, but it was definitely outside of our price point at that time. So we started searching for something a little farther from the city where it's more affordable, but not too far, and somewhere that had the big rolling hills that we loved looking at each day.
Yeah, when we discovered Sweetwater, we felt like it was the perfect match for us. For one thing, the location is great. Sweetwater is about 20 miles west of downtown Austin, near Lake Travis, and we could actually get to downtown in about 35 to 45 minutes, depending on traffic. You can just head down Highway 71 to Southwest Parkway, and it's an easy enough commute.
But after living here, we realized that we really don't go into Austin very often, and most everything we need is just a short drive to the Bee Cave Galleria area and the shopping centers in Lakeway. There's a ton of restaurants that we love, as well as just everyday shops that you need, like an H-E-B grocery store, Whole Foods, Target, Lowe's, and things like that.
The other thing that I loved about the Sweetwater community is the layout. It has 2 entrances, which helps with the flow of traffic. And it's right off of Highway 71, so it's easy to get in and out.
So I mostly fell in love with the rolling hills out here. I grew up in San Antonio where it's more flat, and so I was not used to seeing these kind of views. And I can say after driving home for 9 years, over 3,000 times, I never got tired of the view coming home. There's this moment where you just go over the hill on Highway 71 and you can see the whole community, and it's just absolutely gorgeous, especially if you can catch it at sunset.
Some of the most impressive views are at the top of these hills in the Llano Terrace section. We recently helped a client get one of these new homes under contract. They wanted a hill country view, and they sure got one. The other reason why we were drawn to the Sweetwater community over other neighborhoods in the area were the prices of the homes in the community. We had explored Rough Hollow, which was nearby, and we realized your money just goes a lot farther in Sweetwater. We also don't own a boat or feel the need to be right on the water, so we figured there was no need to pay extra for amenities and things that we weren't going to use.
Now, Sweetwater prices have gone up tremendously since we've lived here, but as of now, you can still get a small home in the mid-500s, and there's much larger homes that are just over $1 million in the non-gated section. And in the gated section of Davenport, the homes start in the low millions and go up from there. So you could get a small 3-bedroom home that's just 1,600 square feet, all the way up to a luxury home that's over 5,000 square feet. And I like that there's a range in homes because that allows a variety of people to live here. It can be a great community for young couples, large families, retirees, and people of all ages. Something else we can personally attest to is that there is a true feeling of community in this neighborhood. There's Facebook groups that you can join, and even smaller ones where you can connect with neighbors who have the same interests. So there's a group that does yoga, Zumba, there's a pickleball club, there's book clubs, there's things for empty nesters, for moms. So really you can connect and make friends here very easily. And then also when there's a disaster like an ice storm, or if anyone suffered a tragedy, it was just amazing to see how much the neighbors really came together to help out those people in need. And I feel like that's something you don't always see in a community, so we really valued that here.
The other thing that we loved about the Sweetwater community were the amenities. There are 2 clubhouses with swimming pools. The main clubhouse has a splash area and a wading pool that's great for small children. We mostly used the Overlook Club because we really loved the views from out there. There's also a fitness center, sports courts, and hiking trails throughout the community. We loved going on runs in the morning and taking our dogs on walks in the evening. There are some trails that go down into the canyons if you want more of a hiking experience. If there's a good rainstorm, there's even some small waterfalls hidden under there. It was really just peaceful and beautiful to enjoy the outdoors here.
Now, if I had to complain about anything in Sweetwater, the only thing I would say is that the yard sizes are a little bit smaller and tighter together.
I actually like having a small yard because I hate doing yard work, and I like to have a little extra time to do fun stuff on the weekends.
Well, that's true, but if someone wanted a bigger yard, I mean, there are some homes that have those, but I would say the majority are going to be a little bit smaller. Now, we don't personally have kids, but I have heard some families complain that there is not an elementary school in the neighborhood. So there are no plans to build one in the future. It just wasn't designed for that. But the neighborhood is still zoned for Lake Travis schools. It's just that the kids can't walk or bike there.
So the main reason why we moved out of Sweetwater is because we were just kind of ready for a change after being here for over 9 years. So we also wanted to upsize our house. And so we found the perfect home just a few miles down the road because we love this area of town so much, we stayed in it.
So we're still out in Sweetwater a lot with our clients. And if you would like to know more about the community, just ask us for a tour or drop a question in the comments below.